As we all probably know, this Sonic movie came out on Valentine's Day for all of us lonely people to enjoy while our friends are hanging out with their families and stuff. Fortunately for me, I'm under the age of 16, meaning that I can't go to the theater all alone. So be it, my family wanted to watch the movie at our local movie theater. Going into a movie, my expectations were pretty low. I mean, can you really blame me after the monstrosity that was that old design? But I should probably stop filling you in on all these pointless details. The point is, we went there, ate food, watched the movie, and got out. Now you might be curious what my thoughts were on the movie, and honestly, it was pretty good. Like, surprisingly good. This movie had no right to be as good as it was, but hey, they somehow did it. I'm still debating whether I prefer this to Detective Pikachu, but what I can say is that I enjoyed them both quite a bit. So for today's video, we're going to be doing something different, because I'll be reviewing the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Alright, let's start out with the main character, Sonic himself. Sonic is a bit odd in this film, and I can't really explain it too well, but I'll try my best. Let's start with his design. Considering how bad the old design was, they could have spray painted a hedgehog blue. It would have been leagues better. In all seriousness though, Sonic looks really good. From what I saw in the trailers, I knew I would like him, but I ended up enjoying his design way more than I thought I would have. He looks pretty freaking adorable, which is probably one of the biggest reasons I love this movie. You know, it makes me wonder what the movie would have looked like with the old design in mind. Sonic has a more childish attitude, and you might think that would make him annoying, but Ben Schwartz made a pretty fantastic job of making him talk a bunch while not making me feel like punching Sonic in the face. He has this extremely childish attitude, and it's basically if you took video game Sonic's cockiness and cranked it up to 11 without making it annoying. As I said before, it's odd, but it somehow works. You can't have a movie with just Sonic, however. So let's take a look at the other adapted Sonic character, Dr. Eggman. Or Robotnik. Or Jim Carrey. You know what, it doesn't matter, I'll just call him Eggman. Jim Carrey does a pretty solid job of portraying Eggman. Hits that fine line between stupidly comedic and stupidly serious, making him a joy to watch. He also has some pretty funny jokes, and some of his scenes are the funniest in the movie. Eggman's purpose is to be a villain, sure, but he's also used to keep adult audiences entertained while the kids watch Sonic, well, be Sonic. Next up is Donut Lord, and I don't care what his official name is, I'm calling him Donut Lord till the end of time itself. Anyway, I think James Marsden does a fine job of being Sonic's partner. He serves as a nice contrast to Sonic's hyperactive nature. He also has some pretty funny moments / jokes, especially at the elevator scene from the trailer. Seriously, that scene is like 10 times funnier in the movie than in the trailer. They're not as important, but still pretty entertaining characters too. Maggie, Donut Lord's wife / girlfriend, I honestly don't know which, doesn't do anything until like halfway through the movie, but during the time she's on screen, she does a pretty good job at being funny and entertaining to watch. Then there's an assistant, whom I forgot the name of, who is fairly comedic and entertaining as well. All in all, the characters are pretty satisfying to watch in action, especially Sonic and Eggman, which goes a long way in making this movie great. I should have probably talked about the story first, but I really wanted to get the characters out of the way before that. The story begins with baby Sonic running through Green Hell Zone. Eventually he meets up with his parental figure. A big owl? Yeah, I don't get it either. The owl starts scolding Sonic for basically showing off his power since he might get in trouble, but Sonic insists that nobody saw him. As soon as he says there's a tribe of masked spear-wielding echidnas attack the both of them. What a nice reference to the echidna tribe from Sonic Adventure. Sonic and the owl try to escape, but the owl gets impaled by one of the spears. Before she tries to fend off the tribe, she gives Sonic a bag of rings, which in the movie acts as interdimensional portals, kind of like this special stage ring from some of the classic Sonic games. The ring sends Sonic to Earth, where he ends up living in a town called Green Hills. To summarize the rest of the plot, Sonic sees some kids playing baseball and he starts doing the same when everyone's gone, but alone. In this moment, Sonic realizes that he's all alone and he starts running frantically in the baseball field, making a giant sonic boom, I assume. Then the government calls Eggman to investigate because the explosion blacked out the whole city, so that's nice. They find Sonic. Sonic tries to escape by running into Donut Lord's garage and using one of his rings. Donut Lord finds him, hits him with a tranquilizer dart. The whole exchange makes Sonic lose his rings on top of San Francisco. So now Donut Lord and Sonic have to go on an adventure to get to San Francisco and recover Sonic's rings. All while the government, along with Dr. Eggman, are hunting them down. I skipped out on a few details, but that's the basic gist of the film, and of course, during the trip, both of them get into a bunch of wacky shenanigans, which makes the movie pretty enjoyable. Overall, a nice, simple story that fits right at home with the Sonic universe. Now that we covered most of the movie, let's cover the good things that I haven't mentioned yet. First, the design. Yes, I've already covered it, but the fact that they managed to change it and actually listen to the fans is amazing. And we need to see more of this in not only films, but in gaming too. The movie's jokes are mostly funny, nothing over the top or pinnacle of comedy, but there's still nice jokes that will definitely get you through the movie. There's a bunch of Sonic references and fans too, so if you're a Sonic fan, which you most likely are if you're watching this video, you'll definitely enjoy this movie. The CGI is mostly great and looks pretty realistic most of the time. I won't spoil anything, but the beginning and end of this film are easily the best parts. Seeing elements from Sonic's world just fits perfectly somehow. It makes me wish that there was more, and it's a bit of a shame there isn't much of it. I pretty much ran out of stuff to talk about now though, so since I listed most of my compliments in the other sections, let's move on to some things that the movie could have improved upon. We need more Sonic! Seriously, seeing more of Sonic's world would have been amazing, and I'm kind of disappointed the whole movie wasn't taking place in Sonic. In my opinion, they did the best they could with the premise they had, but imagine if that said premise was so much better and much more Sonic related. It would have been great. Also, there's a couple of parts in the movie where you can clearly see this is a kid's movie. Example of Sonic bosses. Twice. Once was bad enough, but twice just left a sour taste in my mouth. Story is also pretty predictable with no twists or anything, which is fine, but I would have liked a bit more complexity to be added in, and maybe even a mystery, kind of like Detective Pikachu's story. Seeing a bit more Sonic references would have been nice too. That's all my criticisms of the movie though, which is strange. I was expecting to have a lot more to say about how it could have been improved, but oh well, what can you do? All in all, I think the Sonic movie is an awesome film that you should definitely watch if you call yourself a Sonic fan. It's funny, entertaining, and just a great time. I loved seeing Sonic get into a bunch of different kinds of shenanigans, and I think other people will think the same, due to the film being a financial success, beating out even Detective Pikachu, making the Sonic movie the best-selling video game movie. It looks like the future is finally bright for the Blue Blur, and hey, who knows, we might even get a sequel by next Christmas. I give the Sonic the Hedgehog movie an 8.5 out of 10. Great movie in general, with only a few things holding it back from being a perfect Sonic film. Hey there, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe, I definitely appreciate it. This video was tons of fun to make, so if you want more like this, then let me know down in the comments below. I might not review any more movies, but I'd love to get into reviewing games just as soon as I get a capture card. Anyway, leave your feedback in the comments since I really don't know how I should go about making videos like these, and I'd like some input from other people. Well, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!